So happy July. It's actually the 4th of July. I love a good fresh start, and a new month is all of that. I have a few things to tell you to catch you up on, but before I go there, I feel like I should comment about my hair, probably just to make myself feel better. I've come a long way from bleaching my hair blonde. So this is like my full natural color. I've had a couple of gray hairs pop through right here, which, not gonna lie, I don't know why, but I'm kind of excited about it. So we're embracing all things natural beauty, and that brings me to what I'm gonna tell you about. I'm excited to show you. This came in the mail yesterday. So my hair is like kind of dirty and it has like some natural wave. So this is the next phase. We are going to embrace some natural curls. I'm in this Facebook group. It's very inspiring. Okay, I ordered this shampoo and look at the pretty box that came in. Prose, not just shampoo. It's like curling cream and conditioner, which I don't currently use. Well, I use some leave-in conditioner, but look at this pretty packaging. You can't see like the top. Look at that. Look at that. So I thought about doing like an unboxing, but I think that's a different video. But I feel like I needed to address my hair. So now that we have that out of the way, let's get into the good stuff. So I'm learning life is all about recalibration. So it's like when you get off track, you kind of like fall off the bandwagon. You just have to like recalibrate and be like, okay, who am I? What am I doing? And then get back on. So I was doing these like daily habits of, I started gouache. It's this lovely painting medium and I was really loving it. But then some hard things happened. It's been kind of a difficult year and I just kind of stopped. And then I was like, okay, what do I do now? Because I was like sharing on Instagram. I'm going to do this every day. Keep me accountable. And then I just stopped doing it. Well, the answer is like, just get back on the horse, right? Like keep going, keep doing it. So yeah, I'm going to talk about 3 things that I am recalibrating towards. And I just hope that this can inspire you. So I'm painting daily. So this is the first thing, using gouache, like I said. So let me show you. Like I've had some project fails, but it's actually been quite entertaining. And I think that's part of like learning anything new is going through like some really bad parts. Like I'm really bad at this. Like why wouldn't you be really bad at it? So doing gouache, I painted a new July sign and it kind of turned out different than I expected, but I kind of gave myself some freedom to try and like see where it went. And then, okay, the biggest key is I have to get it done in one day. So before I was like spending like a week on one thing and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So, I mean, obviously there's times for that, but that has really helped me. I'm like, okay, Rosie's napping. I have like 3 hours max. That's like beginning to end of nap. I need to like crank this out and then that's it. And it's done. So I did a new paper roll, which I love that. And then I did a new like wall calendar. So I did one for April in colored pencil, and then we got gouache, and I did one for June, which is really super fun too. But let me show you the July one. It actually turned out kind of hilarious. I'll show you the inspiration photo, and then off my July Pinterest board, which I'll show you that as well. I love doing this because it kind of like gives me like things I can pull from that I'm really liking. It's all in one spot. And then I can pull that out and paint something from it. And it's not like I'm starting from scratch every time I go to like look for inspiration. I'm in the like intense copy stage, pretty much trying to figure out who I am and what my style is and all of that. So, and the medium and like, I haven't painted in so long. Anyway, so this July one, it kind of turned out hilarious. Me and Luke love Rosemary and these like apple pajamas she has. So I wanted to paint them because I want to remember them. Kind of turned out kind of funny. Like it looks like there's maybe like, you can't really tell what's happening, kind of. But I still love it. And I'm really glad I did it. So that's our July calendar. So yeah, I'm painting every day. And this can be like, okay, I can like sketch something very quickly. My brushes aren't very nice. I don't know if it's resistance. Like I'm like, or excuses. I'm like, I don't have the right brushes, so I can't do the magical things. So I'm trying not to let that hold me back. But at the same time, like I've been asking like ChatGPT, which is an amazing tool, by the way, if you haven't utilized it. I've been asking them like, what's the best like hand lettering brush for gouache? And they have some recommendations. So I might check those out because I really want to paint part of Rosemary's baptism for her wall so that we can see it every day. And like our marriage vows, I really want to paint those as well. I just think that would be really nice for recalibration. Like, what are we doing? What are our vows? What is this all about? It's those big questions that really help fuel your everyday. Second daily habit. Okay, so part of this comes from, I don't know if you've seen the Martha Stewart documentary, but I found it like half like so inspiring. And you see everywhere, oh, it's a Martha Stewart summer, which I'm totally on board for. But the documentary, totally go watch it. It's like half super inspiring, half like a little bit depressing. A quote that she said really has like struck me. She's like, if you don't like your garden, tear it up and plant a new one. I love that quote. So it's like, if you don't like your life, like change it, like make some steps to change it. So that's what I'm doing. Not that I don't like my life, but I'm like, okay, what areas could be made better? And I feel like we can always be doing this recalibration. So we live near Lake Ontario, and a big reason we chose this space is because of the proximity. We love the beach. It's like, we've always said since we got married, like, this is like our happy place. It was Maple's happy place, and I think Rosie really loves it as well. But we start our mornings there. So even like before church on Sunday, we try to like get down there first thing, which is helpful when you have small children because they get you out of bed very early. So we're like up and at it. So instead of like sitting in our living room, we're like, well, we're so tired. We've been biking down to the lake, and I'm so grateful for our little setup. So we have like bikes and then a bike trailer that we put rosemary in. And it takes us like 5 minutes to get to the lakefront, and it's so beautiful. And for like a difficult year, it's been really healing for us. There's something about looking at a large body of water that's just like good for your soul. I think God has just written that into us. So we're starting our mornings. So I'm going to layer on that. So I'm like obviously videoing Rosie down by the water because I never want to forget it. But I'm starting to put myself in some of the frames. So it's like she can watch them someday and be like, oh, I had a mom. Like, it wasn't just me. Like there's two of us down there. So that's another layer I'm going to add into it. I've been shooting a lot of it on film, and I'm really excited to get those photos back, which I'll share on a blog post when that happens. Okay, third thing, and then I'll wrap up with some bonus things. Third thing is learning to sew. So I'm still learning to sew. It's just a slow process, and that's not a bad thing, but I'm going to sew once a week instead of like I need to do this every day, because right now it's just not super realistic. And if I nail once a week, then I can like build from there. But that's the current situation. The last thing is I'm going to talk about some bonus things. I'm like, where do I put these things I'm learning about? And I don't know where else to put them. I'm going to put them right here at the end of my videos. So first, there's a trend I'm loving. Millennials are getting landlines. So their kids are old enough to like want to call their friends or call their grandparents or like, you know, and so their parents are getting landlines again so that they don't have to use their smartphone. And I just really, really love that. I don't know what that takes as far as like installing it. Like, is there still the infrastructure? Like, this kind of feels like a dumb question, but is there still the infrastructure for landlines? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, how would we do that? What does that even look like? I don't know. Even though I grew up with one, you know? Oh my goodness, this is a big one. So I showed you our seedlings early on. I'll show you a little bit. Okay, so we grew 240 plants in our house this winter, and we planted them, and it was really cold spring, so we didn't know if they would make it, but they are flourishing. So we only planted zinnias and cosmos. The colors are so pretty. Like, I'm loving it. There's pinks and yellows and whites, and they're just really nice. A quick public service announcement, especially if you are a woman, and perhaps if you've had kids in, I don't know, the last couple years. So I recently got a family doctor. That's a whole different story, but he did baseline blood work, and my iron level was 13. It should be above 200. So iron gives like A, it gives your body oxygen. B, it gives like color to your skin. And I was like, last summer, well, not just last summer, but like till just recently, I was so pale. And I was like, oh, I guess this is just like part of living in a northern place. Like, you know, I moved to Canada. Now I'm just kind of pale, pasty white. That's just my life. That's just who I am now. But no, it wasn't normal for me. It's because my iron was super low, and like you have like increased bags on your eyes. You can like see bags really easily because there's no color in your skin. So yeah, I'm getting pink back in my legs and arms and face and energy again. Like, I was so tired. So if you're tired, go get your iron checked, perhaps, and you might feel a whole lot better. And okay, the last thing I'm going to mention is a book that I just finished. It was part of like a mom's group at our church, but it's a book that I've started a couple times in the past, and I just felt that it filled up my soul and it helped really recalibrate things for me of like, what am I doing? What is the purpose to all of this? Like, what's the purpose of motherhood and beyond motherhood? Like, what are we doing? So the book Missional Motherhood, and the author Gloria Furman, she just really helped recalibrate, like, my purpose is like, it's all about Jesus, and like, there's suffering in this life, but this isn't all there is. And like, if all I do is show Rosemary like how beautiful God has made this story, this like life, and how beautiful he is and what he's done and what hope we have in Jesus, like, that's what I'm doing. So I'll leave you with that. Like, don't be afraid to recalibrate your life. That's what we're all doing, hopefully. And yeah, that's all I have. Thanks so much for watching. I've got to get sewing today, or painting. And I'll see you next time.